Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about what it took to get to 10,000 subscribers and some of the lessons I wish I would have learned or known about sooner. My name is Mandy Summers. I am a marketing coach and specialist. I have been building an online business for over actually 20 years now, specifically marketing for the last 5. And I'm very passionate about helping other creators not just create content, but monetize their social medias so that it's paying you. Isn't that what we want? We have this like big dream to build out a YouTube following, TikTok following, Instagram following, and it really doesn't mean anything unless we can figure out how to monetize it. So, I want to share with you some of the key things that I learned in growing to 10,000 subscribers. So, just a few things that I wish I would have known that somebody would have shared with me along the way. And the very first thing I wish I would have known right off the bat, number one, is I wish I would have invested in a coach sooner. I thought for sure I could just handle everything myself. I was like, you know what? I can learn this, and that is actually true. You can learn how to grow YouTube through YouTube videos, but I really wish I would have understood that a coach would have made it happen faster for me. And one of the things that I've learned in this process was as I jump in and I was trying to do YouTube, there's just things that come up as a small entrepreneur that it's nice to have a coach kind of walking you through. And so as soon as I wised up and I got a coach, I was not only able to have a little bit more confidence in what I was doing, but I also had the recipe. And understanding the recipe is so important to knowing how to grow your channel in a proper way. So that's number one is I wish I just would have jumped in, bit the bullet, and gotten a coach sooner who could help me with the things that I was doing. So number two, the thing that I wish I would have known sooner is I wish I would have found a community sooner to be a part of. And this was something super helpful in my process, was having a place where people I could go to, and I knew that they were doing the same thing I was doing. They were growing a channel. They were trying to monetize their social media. And so if you're looking for a community, we have an awesome community that you can jump into for free. And it is monetizeyoursocials.com, or actually summerschool.com/MYS. So it's called Monetize Your Socials. So this is what it looks like. And I'll have a link in the description below. But this was really helpful for me when I got into my YouTube channel and I had a community. I loved actually seeing what the other people were doing. I also loved showing them what I was doing and seeing like, does this work? Does this not? And it really helped my channel to grow. So before I got into a community, I was hovering right around 600 subscribers. As soon as I got into a community and I started taking advantage of just like the research and seeing what other people were doing, I shot up to 1,000 subscribers and it just continued to grow after that. And so being a part of a community is super important. Now, when you are growing a channel to 10,000 subscribers, there's a recipe like what I said. And so I'm going to show you what that recipe was for me. There were a few key things that I was leaving out in the process. And I really just had this mindset, and maybe put a 2 in the comments if this is you, where if I just post, I'll probably get my right people. But the fact of the matter is there's a science behind it. There's the algorithms behind it, and you definitely need some keyword research. Now, I know that there are coaches that are like, oh, keywords aren't as important nowadays. And I would just like want to encourage you that I wouldn't fall for that, because the videos where I do a lot of SEO research and I'm putting the right keywords in there, they still to this day, 4 or 5 years later, are performing really well. So I want to show you exactly how to do that. So you have that in your tool belt. And so these are keywords. You can use lots of different keyword finders. I actually use a program called TubeBuddy or Keywords Everywhere. Those are the two that I love. And so Keywords Everywhere is an extension, and so is TubeBuddy. There's links in the description below where you just come in here, you turn it on, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works. Here I am. I want to do a class or a video on getting 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So before you do your video, you simply search 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And what Keywords Everywhere will do is it brings you back the volume. And the volume is really what you're looking for, not the about, not the results that are coming back. It's the volume here. And the key metric is right around 1,000. And so you want to continue to do some keyword research. Another idea for the title was a YouTube tutorial. So 10,000 subscribers on YouTube - YouTube tutorial. So you're trying to find some good keywords that are around that 1,000 metric. And once you put that in, if you scroll down with Keywords Everywhere, you're going to see here that it's got some additional things, additional keywords that are being searched. And the reason why this is important is because if you just throw a video up and it's not specific keywords that are being searched, your video is going to be very hard to be found. And what you want to do is be able to rank in the browse features in the YouTube searches. And if you've got keywords in your title and your descriptions and your scripting, then you will actually be found on YouTube. And so when I figured this out, this is when I went from, before I knew this, I had posted 250 videos on YouTube and I only had 400 subscribers, versus when I figured out this recipe of using keywords and doing the research. At that point, I went from having 400 subscribers to like 2,000 in just a matter of a couple, like it was less than a year. And then just a few years later, here I am at 10,000. And now here's the interesting thing. Because I use keywords, my videos get seen by the right people over and over again. So could I grow faster? Well, right now, this year in 2025, our goal is to grow faster, which means I'm going to take the lessons that I've learned and we're going to try and hit 100,000 now that we've hit 10,000. We're going to try and do this in a much faster way, which is another reason why I'm starting to go live as many times as I can throughout the week. And we're going to be posting more often. But learning that structure was super important. And the things that I found in learning that structure was committing to consistency, using keywords, and continuing to show up, making sure that you have really good thumbnails. And you can go through and you can change up your thumbnails throughout the process. Now, when you're doing some of the research for keywords and you find a couple that maybe you want to land on, another part of the research would be coming in here, and I like to scroll down and see, okay, what are people asking? And these are the topics that Google is saying people are wanting to hear about. And so knowing those things helps you create content that's actually being searched for. Instead of creating content that we're like, oh, I think maybe I want to make this video. No, create content that's actually being searched for. That is what you're looking for. And so another great tool that I've loved using is called answerthepublic.com. You can go in there and it will show you all the questions that are being asked around a specific keyword or topic. And so I wish I would have really dove into the keyword realm sooner. And then once I have done that, I wish I would have implemented those keywords on the titles and descriptions before, without putting that off. And I think sometimes as small creators, as YouTubers, we start to think, oh, it's so hard and there's so many things I'm doing and I'm creating a video and now I got to do these thumbnails and titles. And I would say just embrace it all and just know that if you embrace it, it's going to lead somewhere. Now, here's another lesson that I wish I would have learned. I wish I would have learned that doing all of these things over time, I don't have to wait to make money. And I think a lot of people think, oh, I got to get to 10,000 subscribers to make money on YouTube. And that is not the case. 100%. So I started monetizing my social media before I ever hit 1,000 subscribers. By the time I had less than 5,000 subscribers, I'd made my first million online. And so you do not need to wait to make money. What you do need to do is get really good at understanding where you are sending your people after they watch. So where are you sending them? What's the next step? So what's the next step? And if you can get good at that, so once again, it's not just about creating the content, it's about knowing where you're sending them. And this is something that I teach in our customer journey process. Most people think if I post a video, then somebody will buy something. And there's a full customer journey process, and it's so important that you're leading them to the next step. So if you were watching at the beginning of this video, you know that I said it's important to jump into a community, and I invited you to be a part of our community. That's the next step. Jump into that community, the summerschool.com/MYS, monetize your socials, and you can be a part of that community. And in my customer journey, that is the next step for people who are wanting to grow online. And so just remember to always lead to something. Always lead to that next step. Always lead to wherever it is that you want to send them to. And so when I really got good at doing the research, the keywords, and I implemented that not just in the research portion, but I put them into the title, the description, my thumbnails, things like that. And I got good at that. I then was able to grow my channel much faster. And so getting to 10,000 subscribers, I feel like didn't have to be stressful, didn't have to be this stressful experience. Instead, it could be a very natural experience, and my content could live forever. And that's super important because when you find those keywords and you're creating content around those keywords are not just keywords for that month. They are keywords that continually get searched over and over again. And so I love looking at my analytics and seeing some of my top videos are videos I made 4 years ago because they are still applicable. And so the very last thing that I would highly recommend if you want to grow your channel to 10,000 subscribers and you're wanting to know how to monetize your social media, you have to dive into AI. You have to begin learning how to utilize AI so that you can compress your time needed to produce content. And AI is the perfect way of doing this. I use AI for so many different things. I use it for my email nurture sequences. I use it for keyword research. One of my favorite AI programs right now is called Notebook LM. I love this platform. It's actually a free platform. And what you do there is you pull together some of your research. So let's say you're wanting to make a video on a specific topic. You can pull videos, you can pull articles, you can pull anything that's either online. You can even do a voice memo, put that on, and you have up to 50 sources that you can use. Once you put them into that database, then it will create anything that you want from that. You can create an FAQ. You can ask it to give you a good summary for a video. It will even create a 2-person podcast that you can listen to assimilate the information in a more effective way. And so when you can incorporate AI into your process of growing your YouTube channel, you are going to grow so much faster because you're not going to have to do as much research. You're not going to have to spend as much time scripting. And then you're also going to be able to connect with those people way more effectively. And so those are a few of my tips to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. We are on a mission this year in 2025 coming up. Our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're going to do everything we can. We're going to be implementing all of the tools and techniques that I'm teaching on this channel to get to 100,000 subscribers. Now that we've hit that mark, I'm like, okay, it's time to grow even bigger. And I'm so excited. And so if you want to be part of that process kind of behind the scenes, then you definitely want to jump into our Monetize Your Socials group, where it's a free group. You can jump in You'll get all of the information about the events that I do. I do a lot of free events for people to come and learn. And I see that we've got Christine on YouTube, and she's like, hello, Mandy, Merry Christmas. Love your content. Thank you, Christine. We love all of our students, and we love all of our people who are part of our communities. And our goal is to help other people duplicate exactly what we've done, because we've seen such blessings come from it. It's so fun to be able to share your voice with the world and to truly like step into what you're passionate about, share it in an effective way, get your message out there, and truly monetize your social medias. And so I hope to see you inside that group. We are back here every day. I love going live and teaching some sort of tip or technique that has helped us to grow our channel, and not just our channel, but to set up the system to support the channel. I think a lot of times people think, like I said earlier, you can't necessarily make money until you got like 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And that's just not the case. You have access to a free platform that is absolutely incredible. And if you implement the keywords and you learn how to do just a few things, you can really begin building an audience that you can serve and that you can help, and that in exchange they will pay you for some of your knowledge base that you have. And so thank you so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified every time I go live or we upload a brand new video. And don't forget to jump into our Monetize Your Socials group. You'll find a link in the description below. We will see you in the next video, and talk to you soon. Bye.